Coming up next, right here on the Fortminorproject channel, I will be giving you guys my WWE TlC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2015 pay-per-view picks and predictions. You know what's coming up next. Roll that damn intro.
Inside me, a light was turned on. Then I was alive. If you close your eyes, your life, and naked truth revealed. The dreams you never lived and scars never healed. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side. If I've been waiting there, you'll see if you just close your eyes.
Alright, so we finally made it to the final pay-per-view of the year for 2015 overall. And at least 2015 is over with. Hopefully going into 2016 will be a lot more better. We'll see how that goes, but that remains to be seen. And right after that, with TLC this Sunday, then we're going to be heading into the road to WrestleMania for WrestleMania 32. It's actually crazy, and the year just really just zoomed on by how fast it's basically going, and it's already practically over at this point. In a few weeks we're gonna have Christmas, and that's gonna be coming up in New Year, so there you go. So 2015 is basically in the books, if you want to put it that way, and TLC would basically be in that same boat too, if you want to put it that way too, on top of that. So alright, so I'm gonna get overall into my picks and predictions, who I think is gonna win and all that good stuff, as always, for Prediction Wednesday and everything. So let's get right down into it. Gonna start things off for the Divas Championship, where we have Charlotte and Paige. And this one, with this whole feud, I definitely went with a twist on this one, now that Charlotte has been going her heelish ways now, and basically having Charlotte and Paige going at it as heels. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to be heel versus heel on this one. This one kind of a little bit got me off guard here. So Ric Flair would be in Charlotte's corner. So there's that. And gotta wonder what's going to be going down. And as far as my pick goes, I kind of see Charlotte actually getting another win here and retaining. If Paige does win, that doesn't really bother me whatsoever and everything. So this feud has been overall, pretty good for the most part. It's interesting to see how Charlotte is going to be able to progress as a heel now, and it looks like Ric Flair would be there here and there, supporting Charlotte, of course. So there's that too. So um, I guess we'll probably get one last match between the two at the Royal Rumble, and then end it there. And I'm sure probably Paige will get the championship back and everything. So we'll see where that goes. And I'm sure Becky Lynch will actually get into this now and everything, since she's not really sure on how she really feels about Charlotte and everything, and trying to trust her. And it's really hard to actually be able to trust anyone with her right now. So that would be interesting to maybe get her into the title mix, which she definitely does deserve that and should be showcased a lot more, if you ask me on that. So uh, there's that too. So with that being said, Charlotte overall retaining the Divas Championship. Alright, so from there we move on to the United States Championship matchup, where we have Jack Swagger taking on Alberto Del Rio, and with this one I'm sure Alberto Del Rio will just be able to go on and move on and retain the US Championship. And this one is basically a feud renewed, and with this one I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard for Alberto Del Rio to actually get to retain the title. This whole thing with him and Zip Coulter, I tried to get used to it, but with all honesty, didn't really care for it all that much. So now with him being a League of Nations, that's actually making it a lot more interesting, and it's cool to have that stable going, especially for Sheamus and with Bad News Barrett being in there and Rusev. So I do see Alberto Del Rio walking out and still the United States champion, so that I do see happening. So match overall should be pretty good at best. So there you have it with that, Alberto Del Rio to retain. Then with the next match, where we have the 8-man elimination tag team match, where we have Team Extreme for the Dudley Boys, also with Rhino and Tommy Dreamer. That's right, Rhino and Tommy Dreamer were able to return and help out the Dudley Boys. I kind of thought Spike Dudley would somehow get into the mix, but apparently that didn't happen, or RVD for that matter. So they'll be taking on the Wyatt family. This one is looking to be a great match, and to see that insane Fatal 4-Way tag team match that we had on Raw for the Go Home show was pretty insane to see that go down like that. So, honestly, it can go really either way. As much as I want the Wyatt family to be able to get their win, and they do need that too going for them, and I like both teams going into this. I actually do see the Dudley Boys, Rhino and Tommy Dreamer, being able to get the win there, and we'll see where this is going to go. I can kind of see this lasting a little bit more. I will see what happens with that, but I really like the storyline and where it's going right now, and definitely one of the things that are keeping me interested at the moment. So that's really cool. What's happening with this whole ECW reunion, taking on the Wyatts. So that's really dope and awesome. So it should be a great match, and one of the matches of the night that I am looking forward into seeing for TLC. Then we got the triple threat tag team title match, which will be a ladder match, and this one should be something to check out too, where we have the New Day looking to defend their tag team titles against the Usos, who recently returned not too long ago, which is nice to see them back, and the Lucha Dragons, and another match that can go really either or. In the way, I do see the New Day walking out on top and still remaining the tag team champions, and sticking out with it just a little bit longer. Even though I would like to see a new tag team champions, maybe in Lucha Dragons, that would be nice to see them actually get the tag team titles on the main roster since they were former NXT tag team champions. And I'm sure within some time or another, sometime in 2016, I do see the Usos getting it back at some point. So like I said, it could go really either way with these teams, but overall, who do I see winning? I do see and retaining the New Day, but I wouldn't mind the Lucha Dragons actually becoming the new tag team champions, and seeing what's going to be going with that and how this is going to be able to progress and what's going to be moving forward with that. So there you have it with the New Day overall retaining the tag team championships. Then we have the IC Championship, the Intercontinental Championship on the line between Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, and this one I'm definitely looking forward to. Really like where things are looking to be coming out of this IC Championship matchup, and another match again could go either or, and I wouldn't be mad on who wins in this one. It would be nice to actually see Dean Ambrose have the IC Championship and be able to have that going for him, since that would be dope and awesome to see him as IC champion. And even though he should have been able to go after the World Heavyweight title more and trying to get the title back, so that would be nice. So hopefully that will still happen too. But overall, I think Kevin Owens would still look to be Intercontinental Champion and still run with the title, and keep that for just a little bit longer, since I like him as IC champion. So with that being said, with the KO shirt, fight Owens, fight. Now, I'm sure they'll probably have Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze to continue their feud. I wouldn't be surprised about that. It would have been nice to add them into the IC Championship match, maybe make it a Fatal 4-Way. That would have been really cool to see on top of that, so there's that possibility, but obviously that's not really looking to happen. So if it does look to happen, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Tyler Breeze getting the win here. Me and Chris were able to see them go head to head here, and that actually opened up the show when we were able to go to WWE Fayetteville. So that was a really nice, enjoyable match, and the feud is actually not too bad if you ask me. And I like where things are going for Tyler Breeze, and I like him with Summer Rae, and that's really cool with me. So I don't have really too much problems with it. So Tyler Breeze, I do see winning if this match does happen. So I'm sure we'll probably get a couple of other matches to be added to, so I wouldn't be surprised just in case, but you never really know. So just in case if that does happen, there you have it for Tyler Breeze to be able to get the win there. So then from there we do go into the TLC match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line between Sheamus and Roman Reigns. And in the beginning, I was in the middle when Sheamus won the championship and cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase at the Survivor Series. I was a little bit on the fence on it, but now I'm warming up to it with the whole League of Nations thing going for him. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. And I actually do see Sheamus retaining here. Within 2016, I do see Roman Reigns being able to get the championship and actually win it. I'm sure that'll probably most likely happen. Or once John Cena does come back, I know he's doing a show right now, so I'm sure he'll be able to get into the mix and everything. With that being said, so there's also that once John Cena does come back, since he was supposed to be rumored to return for TLC, so I don't really know the status on John Cena at this current time. Other than that, so if you know anything else, of course, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on that. So, with that being said, I do see the Celtic Warrior Sheamus actually retaining the championship, and I don't see him really that much having the championship for that long. We'll have to wait and see unless he's gonna hold it until WrestleMania. There's always that, so you never really know. So, there you have it with the TLC predictions, and I might go live. I'm not too sure for the review or not. I was gonna go live for the predictions, but Google was acting up and everything. So, and since I already did one with my boy Chris, I'm trying to see what's happening with that. I know there's issues in having the rest of the show uploaded, even though it was live, and everyone was able to check it out when it was live, and it's on his channel too if you guys want to check out the rest. And I'm sure it'll be uploaded within sometime by this week, because I had that issue before. I don't know if that's happened to anybody else, where it was just still processing for a little bit, and then after a while it just randomly appeared. So I don't really get that issue. Google really needs to fix their shit on that, definitely for sure. So with that being said, TLC overall as a whole, I think it would be a good show. I know Austin is going, so definitely, man, have a good time. I know me and Chris shared it for WWE Fayetteville, so that was really fun and awesome. Crazy, it's already over. So hopefully another show will happen over here, and we'll go to that. So there's always that. And yeah, so what are your own thoughts on WWE TLC as a whole? What are your thoughts, picks, and predictions? Who do you see winning, and what's going to be happening overall? And also, there will be a Google Hangout too for Samunaka HD. Basically, our own Slammy Awards, thoughts, and opinions on the match of the year, superstar of the year, all that good stuff on his channel coming at you basically next week. I want to say next Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the review and enjoy TLC this Sunday. Peace.